welcome to this program of On the Other Hand. I'm your host, Charlie McKinney. Charlie.
And I'm your co-host, Linda Frazier. Linda. We have discussed how a signer can set up locations in space for people or things that are not present. Then the signer can point to the location when referring to them. You can do the same thing by using the fingers of the non-dominant hand when you talk about absent people or things. You usually start at the thumb, spelling or signing the person or object. Then count down the fingers. Here's Charlie to demonstrate.
Mary can't come today. Joe can't come either. Tony can make it. So Mary will call Tony to find out what happened.
That is a good way to refer to a list of people, things, or series of events. For example, I have a lot to do today. Wash the car, buy groceries, clean house, pay bills.
In some cases, you can list up to 10 items on your non-dominant hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In today's program, we will talk about ordinal numbers and how they are used as adjectives and adverbs.
Our vocabulary in this program covers signs used at school. We will also look more at non-manual features that serve as adverbs to change the meaning of a verb. Let's watch.
Here are two ways to form ordinals. For numbers 1 through 9, twist the wrist upward. First, second, third, and so on. In using ordinals for sports, the palm orientation is toward the signer and horizontal. The numbers move downward, as if on a list. First, second, third.
Dad, why don't you show us some school signs while we're waiting for Mom to get out of her teacher's meeting?
Yeah, I've been waiting to show some signs to my friends. For instance, what's a sign for pencil and paper?
Well, that's easy enough to start with. Paper, pencil.
Paper and pencil. Like you're licking the tip of your pencil.
Right. Now, David, how's your English class been coming?
English. You know I hate English. What about math? I love math.
Math. And in math, you add, subtract, multiply, and divide.
That's too fast. In math, you what?
Add, subtract.
Multiply and divide, right?
Right, very good.
My turn. What about social studies? We have to draw a map for homework.
Well, that's 3 signs to show you. Let's see. For social studies, we abbreviate it SS. And for map, because there is no sign, we spell it M-A-P. And for homework, we take half the sign for home with the sign for work, homework.
Homework. And M-A-P and S-S for social studies.
Hey, I give you both an A. And at school, you have a desk, a chalkboard, and a teacher.
Teacher, desk, chalkboard, And science we know from before. How do you sign phys ed?
Well, there are different ways to do that. Some schools sign PE, and other schools use a form of a sign like this, which means gym.
Gym. That makes sense. Let's see. What's the sign for principal?
Principal. We use a P, meaning someone over everyone. Principal.
Principal. Now I can show our principal that sign.
Hey, Dad, what's the sign for grade?
Well, for grade like ABC, we just spell it, G-R-A-D-E. And that reminds me, when are your report cards due out?
Report card. We get them sometime next week. I think I'll get an A in English this semester.
Well, I hope you do. Mom should be out of her meeting by now. Let's go meet her at the car.
In everyday conversation, hearing people use contracted forms of English words for more efficient communication. It is becomes its. Will not becomes won't. Have not is pronounced haven't, and so forth. In the same way, deaf people contract their fingerspelling to more rapidly get their point across. Let me show you several fingerspelling abbreviations commonly used by deaf people. The word television is abbreviated TV. Recreation is abbreviated REC. NG means no good. Deaf people return to their residential schools every fall for HC, which means homecoming. And in other contexts, HC is also used for handicap. HH means hard of hearing. And my personal favorite, refrigerator, is signed REF. Apartment is always signed APT. DS means drugstore. Auditorium is shortened to AUD. A TDD is a telecommunications device for the deaf. And a TTY refers to the older teletypewriters used for the same purpose. And you can see why abbreviations were developed for such long words. These and other abbreviations help make communication in sign faster and more efficient. But remember to use only those abbreviations that the deaf people themselves develop and use.